Oh yeah, me and
John, whoever,
or whatever.
Appleseed.
John Appleseed.
Who's John Appleseed?
John Appleseed, the guy who like apparently planted all those apple trees or something. It's like
no
a weird.
idea.
I don't know. I don't even know it myself. It's supposed to be like
I
a
don't
huge
know.
like legend or something.
Oh, okay. This is Confessions of Coconuts. Welcome. I'm Coco. Hi.
And I'm Cashew.
Hi, Cashew.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I am tired as per usual.
Oh man, you didn't sleep well?
I never sleep.
Oh man. Why don't you sleep, girlfriend?
Sleeping is hard, and I don't particularly like sleeping anyways. So it never just really works out. Some people are like, "Oh yeah, I love sleeping. It's so great."
I do.
Yeah, but me, I just don't like sleeping. I just fall asleep on accident, and then I'm like, "Cool, I got 7 hours of sleep without intending to."
Oh man. Yeah, sleep is not my best friend. But I refuse to say that I'm tired because I am a positive person.
Sure, it's just reality. It's just the facts.
Did you know that people, teenagers like you,
Yes.
and adults like me, use a lot of slang that totally like distort the meaning of the word?
Well, if it's a slang, then it has its own meaning in its own right.
Okay, let's talk about slang. Because
Okay, sure.
I was like just thinking about. Well, actually, I was talking with a girlfriend, with some girlfriends. Actually, there were boy in the middle of the
Okay,
whole thing.
sure.
So with some
Yeah.
friends,
Okay.
right? And we were talking about the whole dating scene and how people use different words that mean different things.
Okay.
And I'm not dating and I'm not looking to date, but it was very informative because English is
Okay.
my second language.
Yes, you do say many times.
And I want to make sure that I'm saying something that makes sense and I understand what it means. Can you imagine I'm having a conversation with a guy, then he thinks I'm single, and then he talks about stuff and I'm like, I have no idea what he's saying. It was very informative, the whole conversation with her. So, do you know any slang like that? Well, teenage life has slang.
Yeah, I use like so much slang. But most people, like, you never understand what I'm talking about.
I know.
So that like says something. I mean, the stuff that the slang that I use isn't even slang. It's just nonsense. Honestly, like. When I'm overcome with emotion, I just like smash on the keyboard, and it's a bunch of random letters, and then it's just key smash.
How about? Okay, let's talk about slang in the sense of dating. Are you dating?
No, and
You better not.
I don't feel like no thanks. I'll like never leave my house until I'm like 30.
Oh man, I love that.
That's my relationship status at this point.
I love that. When I was 14 back in the day. Do you want to hear a story?
No, I've heard this story already.
No, seriously. When I was 14, I was already dating.
Yes, you said before.
Yeah, I was wild. But then I found Jesus.
Yes. You've told me this story so many times. I don't think you need to tell me again.
My listeners don't know my story.
That's true, but
Fine, I'll tell
do.
them later. How about bae? What does bae mean?
Bae, actually this is an acronym, and I didn't know this until Daddy, he asked me, he was like, so, what does bae stand for? I was like, doesn't stand for anything, because, it's just a thing that I've heard, because it's like a term you use to like, it's like your boyfriend or girlfriend, significant other, whatever, just like endearing term, like people call people love and babe and stuff.
I thought they were just lazy to say babe, and they say bae.
I don't know. After a while, I started to find it really cringy, and I was like, I'm never gonna use this if I like ever find myself in a romantic relationship, because it's kind of no thanks.
Babe. I mean, yeah, I knew the term like catfish because it was catfish.
Is that like to fake somebody's identity?
Right, to go online. That has nothing to do with dating, but people do go on these profiles and dating apps and create, I am guilty.
What? Why are you revealing this to me? I don't want to know that.
I use my sister's picture and I open the profile.
That's so bad. I can't believe you. I'm suing. Disowned.
Don't tell her. She actually attracted a lot of attention. It was so much fun.
That is so terrible. I don't even know what to say.
I got out of that because I was like, this is wrong. It's her picture.
Delete your account. Delete.
But that's
your
not
phone.
Considered catfishing.
Yes, it is. You're pretending to be somebody else. If it's not your picture, then it's catfishing.
Well, she's my sister. And She would like the attention. You should have seen all the boys like, hi, hi, hi. I was like, whoa, they like her.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sure. Whatever makes you feel better about yourself.
Don't be upset. Well, she doesn't understand what I'm saying. If she ever listens to this, she will have no idea.
That's okay.
By the way, random thing. Guess who contacted me today?
Who?
She did.
Oh.
Oh, exactly right. My sister doesn't talk to me. Long story, people.
Maybe for a different day.
Exactly. Out of nowhere, she said, hey, are you okay? And I was like, yeah.
Are you dead?
And she's like, well, it's in the news right now. The Ohio River is flooding. Are you okay?
You don't even live in Ohio.
I know. And I was like, oh, how cute. She's so concerned.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, we are away from Ohio, but thanks for your concern. Is everything okay with you? All right, bye-bye. So awkward. But it was nice, wasn't it? Like, she saw, my goodness, the Ohio River flooding is all the way in Brazil.
I don't know why it's such a big deal.
Well, it's a big deal because it's flooding the whole downtown.
Well, then let's just not go to downtown.
We went to the Indiana side, and it was a lot. It was a lot of mess. Yeah, but why are we talking about the Ohio River flooding? We were supposed to talk about slang.
It was your
idea. Dating thing. Okay, let's talk about another slang. Have you heard of breadcrumbing?
No.
What is breadcrumbing? Do you know?
I don't know what it is.
It's like, hi, babe, how are you today? You're like, okay. Okay, so did you have a good day? Yeah. And then, like, giving little pieces of information and never carrying the conversation.
Huh,
that's what
sounds
they call.
Like somebody I know.
And then, like,
I know so
did you
many
have
people.
a good day? Yeah. What did you do? Nothing much.
Literally, oh my gosh.
You basically don't carry conversation. You don't respond properly.
Those kinds of people make me so upset. Like, don't talk to me if you're not gonna like speak in complete sentences.
Yeah.
I had this one friend, but like back like 2 schools ago. She wasn't even my friend. She was like a mutual person that I like happened to know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'd like try to like start conversation, be like, hey, you know, did you do the science homework? Cause I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And then she'd be like, no. I'm like, I need more information. It's like, do you need help with the homework too? It bothered me. Yeah. And then she wouldn't respond for like 3 days. And
this breadcrumbing term here, it's in the context of like you are flirting with someone, but you really don't want to be with that person, and but you don't want that the person goes, so you kind of have like small talk, which is like so stupid.
That's dumb.
But in real life and in other contexts, like what you just said, it's also annoying. You know?
It's just all annoying. It's like, don't talk to me if you're not going to carry a conversation.
Right. And then I also heard a term called cuffing season. Oh my gosh, so stupid. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
What? Why don't you know all these terms?
I'm
girlfriend?
online schooled.
Oh, okay, but I want to hear your terms. We'll get there. But I hear that cuff season is like it's getting cold. It's fall. Fall is coming. Winter is coming. So whoever they find someone to cuff, like handcuffs. So they have that person for the cold season. So they cuddle and do all the things. If you know what I mean.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
but they are not having relationship. It's just they are just cuffed.
That's
Cuffed? Is that a verb?
that's dumb.
So then when the nice
That-
weather come, they uncuff.
That just
So-
sounds like a summer fling.
So they go
But with
around
snow.
on the spring and summer and I guess just go calling people bae and breadcrumbing and studying all over.
Wow. This is exactly why I'm not going to date anybody.
And
because
then-
it sounds lame.
Right, so then they cuff the whole winter and fall, and then basically they get confused because they don't know what the status of the relationship is, and then they keep DTRing each other, like, asking for them to define the relationship,
That's-
and then they get like really confused, and then they end up being alone. Isn't that crazy?
That's why you just don't leave your house.
That's why I don't want any headaches. I don't want anything to do with these slangs and boys and yeah. So ghosting, I hear, is the same as breadcrumbing, but ghosting is like you receive text and you never respond. And you totally gone like a ghost.
Well, I do say like I don't use it in like a romantic context. Like I do say like I'm ghosting this place. It's just like
What does it mean?
Because when I say that, it's like I said I see something that does not please me, as in like a bad Ed's World meme or something, and then I'm like I'm ghosting. Like this
Like
is so
you-
bad that I have
never-
to leave. I can't even with it anymore.
So you literally use as a verb.
Yeah.
Like so you can't actually use these slangs for other stuff,
Yeah,
right? It doesn't have to
basically.
be like you say, all
It
romantic.
doesn't have to be all dating context.
Oh man, I'm telling you. And then like the whole sliding into the DMs. You just said that.
Everybody knows what that is. It's just like I had a friend who she'd be like, "Yeah, I just slid into this cute girl's DMs the other day," and I was like, "Nice, thanks. I didn't really care, but hope you have luck on your potential relationship."
Well, but sliding into somebody's DM doesn't mean they have a relationship.
Yeah, but they slide into DM to like in hope of a relationship, because like if you're sliding to the like what do people even say when they slide to the end? It's like, hey, with like
so
just like, but it's not just like hey, it's like hey. It's like when nobody knows, but then it just come off as like creepy, and it's like block and report. Yeah.
They slide into each other's DM. They start talking. They keep hey, hi, babe, this and that.
Oh my gosh,
And then they do
gross.
their relationship, and then they stash one another, which means they are doing their thing among themselves, and they don't want to share with anybody that they have a person that they keep stashing. So this term about stashing is like, yeah, we have been going now for some time, but he doesn't introduce me to anyone, so he may be stashing me. Like you.
What? That just sounds like being on like the low key, not trying to.
But the term is stashing.
That
man.
doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's
If
the
you
slang.
use this term in real life, don't talk to me.
Oh, lovely.
No, that's terrible.
What about like catch and release? Catch and release. It's like you hooking up.
Wow. Okay.
Oh man.
yes,
Hooking up.
I'm not that dumb. I do know what that means.
Of course, you are very smart 14-year-old that talk about a lot of things with other smart 14-year-olds. and hopefully not about hooking up
no,
with
thanks.
one another.
No, I
Thank
don't even
you.
know about anybody in like the 30-mile radius of my house.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hooking up is not my thing. Mm-mm-mm. Against my belief.
yes, so you do say.
I don't
Eyes
tell.
emoji.
Don't kiss and tell.
Oh my gosh, suing.
No, but seriously, Cashew,
Coco.
right? I hear the term hooking up, hanging out, and talking. All means crazy stuff. Hooking up, of course, they are hooking up. They are making out, having sex, and doing
Okay.
all the stuff. Like hanging out. Hey, babe, do you wanna go hang out? Come out to my apartment. and
Okay,
hang out."
this
We are hanging out means what are we doing? We are hanging out. That doesn't mean we just hanging out. Okay, what is the definition of hanging out? By
Well-
the dictionary, not by the terms of slang, teenage, young adult
well
dating world.
in by like my book, hanging out is just you go to a place and talk and probably eat food. You
And do
just-
stupidity.
No, you just sit there and be like,
Yeah,
so
we're
how's
hanging out."
how's life? I mean, go over to like my friend's house. That's basically hanging out. You go over to like some place. You
So if
go to
you
the
tell me
library.
that me and my friends are hanging out, I'm gonna be very alarmed because this is telling
well,
me.
you can't take it in every single context. Like it's like it's the way that it's said. You can't be like me and John Doe were hanging out the other day, and everyone's like, hoo hoo hoo.
Oh,
It's like no, we just like went to the park and ate chips. Okay, it's like
Sure.
I don't understand. It's like you can't ever be sure with these kinds of things, all these stupid double meaning words. So it's just
Right.
like, well, how am I supposed to do? So I can't like do anything now. People are gonna like always assume the worst of me because it's just
Right.
like you're doing terrible things. Like, no, I'm not.
Right. So I guess hooking up means like hanging out and making out, and hanging out means hanging out and having sex.
No, other
And-
way around.
And talking.
No, it's the
No,
it's the other way around.
That's what I hear.
No, that's wrong. Hooking up
Okay,
is
mommy, you know better. Go
yes.
ahead.
I've read books. Okay.
Okay, what kind of books? Please tell me more.
YA novels. I find them in the teen section at the library.
Young adult.
Yeah.
YA. Okay, let's not talk in what is it? The word, the letters,
Acronyms.
Let's just yeah, exactly. Tell
Oh
me
my
how it
gosh.
is. You see, I figured young adult.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It really isn't. It's not
All right,
like
so you were reading young adult novels and you know all the definition and all about slang in the dating world.
basically. And I
Alright.
look at memes on a pretty regular basis.
So tell me
and-
more.
And memes usually like say
Educate your
everything.
mommy.
Okay, so basically when you said it was like hanging out, I still think that hanging out, that's dumb. Shouldn't be a thing. If you use it in like some sort of sexual context, don't talk to me. It's like, this is serious, guys. I can never be sure if what you're talking about is what I'm talking about because I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'll totally hang out with you. He was like, oh ho ho, I'm getting it. But no, you're not, because I'm
Right.
talking about a different thing than you. But hooking
That's
up.
why I use my favorite phrase. Excuse me. Could you please explain? English is my second language.
Oh my gosh! Do you think I can use that as well? Or does it like what? I mean, like hooking up is like when you sleep together.
Okay.
That is what hooking up is.
Well, but I hear
But
that hanging out is the same thing.
No, hanging out is an irrelevant phrase, term, should never be used.
Come to chat is making out in a car.
That's dumb.
Come
That-
to chat.
So I can't even have a conversation with somebody without risking making out.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
so-
crazy world out there. I'm
Inhales
so-
deeply.
Yeah, I'm telling you. We should just live under the rock.
Actually, maybe not a rock, but away from civilization. Yeah.
But seriously, there's a term called talking. When we are talking, we actually having sex and hanging out and actually like for a while like dating and stuff. But it's not serious. Talking is like no, it's just talking. Then they've been talking like having sex and going out and having fun and getting to know each other, like dating for a while. But they are not dating. They are talking.
That doesn't make any sense either. I'm never gonna use any of these terms.
Yeah.
Just
so which means you are not dating anybody anytime soon, right, lovely? Right. DTF. How about that? DTF. That is so vulgar. What do you think? DTF. In case you did not know, DTF is down to
okay.
Bleep.
Yeah,
Bleep.
Yes, okay, we get it.
Yeah, that's not okay. I'm going to be looking at your texts to see if anybody's saying DTF.
Literally.
Certainly, nobody's saying DTF to me.
I have made it completely clear to everybody I talk to that I am not interested in a romantic relationship. Currently,
of course, you are 14.
Currently, my husband is my schoolwork. So
husband.
Yeah, we're in a pretty serious relationship at this point.
You are not married.
Yeah.
Yeah, you married with
with
the bottom of my shoe on your butt.
Whoa!
On your butt.
Oh my gosh.
How about Netflix and chill?
Everyone knows what that means.
I didn't.
You're an adult. Okay, no.
No, seriously, when we were talking with my girlfriends last weekend and they were talking about stuff like this and she's like, what about Netflix and chill? And I was like, what about Netflix and chill? And she's like, do you know what that means? And I was like, no. And then she said the F word. And I was like, what? That has nothing to do. I'm so naive. It's not even funny.
You're from a different country.
No, but Netflix and chill is watch a movie, right? But it has nothing to do with watching a movie. And here I am thinking, I'm so naive. It's not even funny. And then you think that you're smart enough to go out there and be alone.
Oh my God. What does that even, that doesn't even relate to this conversation.
All right, fine.
No, okay. But I've known that what Netflix and chill meant for since the 5th grade.
What? No, seriously.
No, I'm not lying. This is everyone knows Netflix and they've been using that phrase for a while.
Well, excuse me. I have been married for a long time. And so we didn't use Netflix and chill term in my relationship.
Okay, but
most of your life I have been married.
Yes.
And we didn't talk like that.
Because you're adults. Adults don't use these dumb things.
Yeah,
I mean,
but now,
if you're
now
over
it's a
29.
different thing, and I'm learning these terms, and I was flabbergasted.
No one uses that word.
I do. It's a very cool word.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, don't make fun of my limited vocabulary.
It's not limited. You use flabbergasted. No one. Okay. But next point.
All right, we were talking about Netflix and chill.
Yes.
Right. It's a very interesting term. If I'm talking to a Brazilian that has no idea what I'm talking about, and I say, "Oh, you wanna Netflix and chill?" They're like,
no.
They're like, "Oh, sure." It's so crazy. This is so crazy.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how this came about, but
it's so crazy. It is just no. And all these acronyms that people, I'm assuming this is when you have a dating profile and you are basically talking about yourself, and I guess because you have to describe, you do their bio and all that kind of stuff, and then you put all these acronyms down, and is that how it goes?
I don't know. I don't have a dating profile.
I don't know. I don't have one.
I saw one online, like on Instagram, like someone reposted this dating profile that they found on like Tinder or something, and the bio was like. It was like, I like taking my girlfriends on long walks on the beach until I realized that the high has worn off and I'm just walking around the Wendy's parking lot dragging a stolen mannequin.
Oh my goodness.
And that was the Tinder bio. And then someone DM'd it was like, hey James, you want to hang out later? I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry,
And
I didn't understand a thing you said, but okay.
There was this other one that I saw where like somebody's roommate matched with the James Franco,
Okay.
you know, like the disaster artist guy. Yeah, on Tinder, and it was like the girl was like, "Are you actually James Franco?" He's like, "Yes."
James Franco is on Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Tinder. God, such a bad rap. Do you know what the reputation for Tinder is right now?
Well, it's pretty terrible, I'm assuming.
Oh, how do you know? Why?
'Cause
why,
you just
why would
said-
you assume such a thing?
Because it's an app where people who are lonely look for other lonely people because they have like no skills to get
Well-
people in real life to talk to them. No
Right.
offense to people who use Tinder, you know, I'd probably be one of those people who's used Tinder if I was like 20 and had no life.
No, but if I were you, I would not use Tinder because I hear that Tinder now is just for hookups, hanging out, and talking.
How about eHarmony?
I don't know. I've never been to eHarmony. Well, but you know, it's all these free apps. It's basically
farmersonly.com. Because that's a thing. It's farmersonly.com for farmers. I swear, I'm pretty sure it's a thing. We were talking about it in biology class in 9th grade. They were talking about farmersonly.com.
Why were you talking about dating in biology?
I don't know. I think it was like we were talking about like selective breeding or something, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, this is a perfect example of farmersonly.com since we live in a huge farming community." So
Yeah. I might go to vegetarian lovers.com.
That just sounds really sensual.
Yeah.
Vegetarian Lovers, a new book by Coco Nuts coming out March 2020.
Yeah, that sounds really racy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Anything with the word lovers in it sounds very racy.
all right. So, but I was just saying, like, if there is a dating website for vegetarians only, and then you're gonna find just hippies and stereotyping.
Everybody from Boulder.
Every stereotyping here now. But they do have apps, dating stuff for Christians.
Yeah.
God knows if the Christians behave like Christians in the dating. Well, so I heard this term also on my conversation, love bombing. Have you heard that, Lovely?
No.
Love bombing. So these two lovebirds go meet. They've been chatting, you know, swiping right all the time.
Oh my gosh. Never use that phrase again. Swiping right.
Then, you know,
Swiper, no swiping.
so they've been chatting. They decide they're going to go meet, and then they go to a public location,
Which is what you should do.
right, safe.
Disclaimer for everybody who is considering meeting somebody that they're pretty into. Please don't go to a private spot where there's nobody there because you don't really know this person.
No.
And, you know, like, we've heard all these terrible things on the news. And, you know, it's, like, really serious. So if you're going to go meet somebody that you're, like, really excited to meet, like, meet somebody, like, you know, in a public place, like a mall.
Yeah.
Or, you know, a busy park.
Yeah.
Or, like, a music festival. I don't know. So just had to put that out there, make sure everybody knows. 'Cause
Yes,
it's important.
very important, really, really. So they go meet each other, and then they like, OMG, I'm so, what is the word, Lovely? It's like, I'm so happy that I met this person. I feel such a connection right now that it's like love at first sight. First sight.
First sight.
First sight. First sight. And then whoever, if it's the girl or the guy, they are just so in love. They just feel like, oh my gosh, this connection is so awesome. They start like sending love text, lovey-dovey text, flowers and messages and buying gifts and all that. And then the person feel pressured in a way that to accept all that, and they end up like, manipulated with all that love. So that's why they calling love bombed, because
Wait, so it's like a one-sided thing?
yeah. So like, for example, you are a guy and I'm a girl. We go meet, and you, guy, find this connection outstanding. It's like we were meant to be together. Why didn't we meet before this day? I was waiting for you all my life.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, oh, this is so this is just unbelievable. I love you right now. Let's just get married. Let's just go to the courthouse and have a baby or something.
Oh my gosh.
So they just keep like, sending a bunch of
But then the
stuff.
girl's not really into it.
Well, but then she liked the guy too, but then she's receiving all this love, and in a way it kind of conflict her little mind, and then she gets manipulated with all this stuff. And that's why they call love bomb, because it's just like bombarding with all this creepy attention.
It sounds very wholesome.
Do you think?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It sounds like, that they are like really desperate and then trying so hard. But I guess they are so into each other they don't see it. But then the girl is not as infatuated as the guy. But then she ended up being manipulated with all this love, and then she's give in. And that's love bombing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
I know. How about we talk about your slangs? Never mind these dating adult stupidity. Let's talk about teenage slang.
Oh my gosh.
Bring me to your world so I can understand when you talk, because I don't understand.
I can understand when you talk, because everything that comes out of your mouth is complete nonsense.
I know, right? When you're talking about, you usually sometimes talk, seriously, you talk acronyms. And like SMH.
Oh, that's like my favorite one. Shake my head.
TBH. And like I didn't know what it was, this stuff, until you like explained to me, and I was like, what is SMH? What is that? And like, shake my head. And I was like, and now I am using it. Isn't that stupid?
Wow.
I know. So teenager of me.
Oh my goodness.
So tell me, what are your slangs so I can learn?
Well, okay. I don't use like weird, like really, really long acronyms, because that bothers me, and I don't like it when other people use it. But I do use SMH a lot, and then I use TBH, which everyone knows TBH. To be honest, there's like an app called TBH. Or
So
something.
when you say TBH, to be honest, means that the whhole conversation you were actually not being honest.
I don't know.
And you're
It's just
only
like,
being honest
I feel
at
it's
that
like,
moment.
when you say to be honest, you say like it's like you like it's like a confession, like you're revealing something. I'll like say like, to be honest, I don't really like grape juice, which I did tell my friends today that I'm not a fan of grape juice, like not really. It was a huge argument / passive aggressive kind of thing. Didn't know we could like have
I don't like arguments.
it's an argument about what kind of juice is better.
I don't like arguments.
But to be honest, it's like, I don't know, it's like just a confession, it's like, I don't know. Let's see, and it's something else that I use. Well, for when I do probably, I don't say probably, I usually write probably.
Wow, that's
PR
so uneducated.
OLLY, probably.
Doesn't sound like the girl who skipped 3 grades.
I know.
Yeah, guys, just so if you don't know, this girl right here, Cashew Nuts. Yeah, she's nuts All right. Skipped 3 grades. 14-year-old about to be a senior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah. And then she says probably.
I do.
And I'm the one that speak English as a second language.
Well, it's texting. And then I do use I don't say very. I'll just put V. So it's like that's V interesting. And I do that with probably too. No, with pretty. I say that's P interesting. So
How about hundo P? Do you use that nonsense?
no, I don't. I heard that in church the other day, and literally I was like, "What does this mean?" He's like, "This is the new slang that people are using." I'm like, "No, it's not. I've never heard that in my life."
You use lit.
I do use lit, not as much as I used to. Nowadays, like the main like word that I use a lot is oof. Really weird. It's just
What
like
is oof? What does it
oof.
mean?
It doesn't like stand for anything. It's just like oof. You know?
That's stupid.
It's just, and then I just use H.
H for what?
It's like H and oof. It's kind of the same thing. You just like H. My headphones just broke, which happened.
Like what the hell?
No, it's just H. It's just
You just lazy to say what the hell?
no.
And
It's
then you just
it's
say
not.
H.
It's not any of that. But that's an abbreviation too. WTH. You know, WTF.
Oh. Shocker.
Oh my gosh.
Do you use like what are the terms that I should keep an eye on?
Keep an eye on. I'm like not a scandalous child, okay?
Oh, that's what you say.
Oh.
So, what
Sure.
about like what does low key means?
Well, low key, I mean, okay, so I use low key and high key. Like, I don't know, like.
Should I be concerned?
No,
about that?
you shouldn't be concerned about it at all. But low key, when I say low key, it's just like, I low key think that she doesn't look good when she wears, those kinds of shorts.
So it's like, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like low key, but it's like it's not. It's like you don't think it a lot. Well, this is like me. Some people like use it in the context of low key as like you're
so
trying to keep it on the down low. But for me, I say low key as in like sort of. But when I say high key, it's like really. It's like I high key think that she looks good in those shorts.
It's like you throwing shade, like you say.
Throwing shade. Throwing shade is actually a very fun phrase. I don't really say it, but I always like snort when I see other people use it. I'm like, ha ha ha, throw shade. It's just like when it's like throwing shade, it's basically, I don't know, just like being rude. You're being savage,
Ah, that's your middle name. Mom.
Not really. Not really.
Savage. So savage is mean or savage is cool?
So it depends on the context. Sometimes it's like, oh wow, the outfit is so savage. Because I've never heard anybody say that before, but it's like it's either like really cool or it's like savage, like she's such a savage. It doesn't make any sense, because when I think of savage, I think of a barbarian who doesn't sit at the table to eat dinner.
Right.
So that's just
which is like pretty salty. Like
it was not
salty.
irrelevant. I do say salty. I'll say
Which is savage in the low key.
no.
way.
I think just salty is just like being irritated. Like
That's you.
Yes, most of the time.
Like
someone
right now. Are you salty?
No,
right now?
I'm just tired.
Oh no.
Ready to sleep.
Skirt.
I think the first time I heard like skirt or something like that, I was like, I don't even know, like Karen, she likes to listen to like, I don't know, like rap songs, sort of hip hop music. I'm not. She like listens to like Cardi B sometimes.
Who's this Cardi B girl?
She's like, I told you, she was like a rapper,
Well, aren't we supposed to listen to only one radio station in this house?
I don't know. Well, a lot of people have different music tastes.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know, but I heard this one song called like Gucci Gang, and she showed me Gucci Gang, and it's really weird because in the beginning it's like Gucci Gang, and it doesn't make any sense because what does Gucci Gang even mean?
So
I was like,
Gucci is paying her for her to be
no. This is a song by a different guy, and it's some like little something. I don't know what he is, but Cardi B is like somebody else.
What a waste
completely
of my
irrelevant.
time.
But like skirt, skirt, like they say in the background of the rap songs, that even like how they do, like, I don't know if you ever listen to rap songs, so
I
like
don't.
you like that they'll say like yeah in the background. They say yeah a lot, which really bothers me. If you say yeah at least like 5 times in the same chorus or in the same line, I'm not listening to your song. So just lost one listener. But sometimes they'll be like, skirt, skirt, at the background, really quiet after they say something.
And yeah.
Yeah, they say yeah a lot. I don't understand that.
Wow. So what does skirt, skirt mean?
Skirt,
again?
skirt. Well, first, when I heard skirt, skirt for the first time, I was just like, oh, it's like skirt, skirt. You know, it's like you're driving down the street, you're doing like wheelies,
Like
donuts.
skirt that you wear?
No, it's SKKRT. And so skirt, skirt, like when the tires squeal on the ground. So some people use it in the context, you know, I've never heard anyone use it in the context of like, I'm leaving, like going, because it makes sense, you're getting out of there so fast that your tires are squealing. It's like, I gotta go. It's skirt, skirt. Yeah, no, that just sounds so dumb. So you won't even catch me using that kind of thing.
Yeah. So what are the warning flags?
The warning flag slang.
Yeah.
I don't really use warning flag slang.
Well, but if it's a parent listening out there that it's really worried about that kind of slang that the people
nudes. Send nudes. And whenever you thought it was nods because it was NOODS or N00DS.
No, it's NUDSE. I read the book, girlfriend.
NUDSE. No, that you spelled nudes wrong. NUDES. Not NUDSE. You said nods. The first time you were talking about said nudes. It was, but when I think of, sometimes my friends and I, we joke around, they'll be like, send nudes, and it'd be like NOODS, and then we'll send pictures of noodles, because nudes, so we're like, send nudes, and then my friend, he was like one time, those are some tasty nudes, and I was like, it's so funny, but so immature, don't do this at home.
Let's not send nudes, please.
What if it's Robin?
Let's not send nudes. But okay, what are the other warning acronyms / slang out
acronyms? I don't know. I mean, okay, so sometimes people use like smash.
there? Okay, what is that? Smashing something?
Yeah.
A bug?
In a way. If you know, it's like,
What does smash mean?
well, smash usually just means to like have sex. And it's like usually like, oh, it doesn't really matter. It's probably like drunk at a party, drank too much alcohol. And it's just like,
so they just smash.
cool. Yeah, just like, hey girl, wanna smash? Slide into the DMs. Hey girl.
Hey girl, do you want to smash?
Oh,
That's so.
It makes me so sad.
So. I heard that is a code when parents are watching. What is that code?
Code?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard that one before.
No. I don't know. Somebody said that there is a code that they text.
For me, if it was like there's a code my parent is watching, that's all I would say. My parent is watching.
Can't talk, can't do anything, cannot be nude on the camera right now.
Please turn off webcam. Please turn off mic. Please hang up. Parent is watching.
Oh, this world is messed up, isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
At the least, it's just very confusing.
Well, it is just seriously, I mean, you think about, I am up there in age.
Not really.
You are 14, and then Peanut is 12, and it is just so scary with all the stuff that is happening right now. And, you know, with the funny things aside, acronyms, and it is just so sexual nowadays. Don't you, like, every single thing is just
I don't
like,
know. It's
there's
just
no
it's,
emotion.
It's a really like
no respect.
it's like a very sex-driven culture nowadays. A lot of the memes do reflect that to my sadness.
Oh,
and
so
dismay.
if you don't know, she loves memes.
I do. Memes are really great. You know, if you ever had like a good meme, hit me up, doodle.mp4 on Instagram. Send me all those good memes or like tag me in them because, you know, memes are great. I really like memes. I will send you memes if you
No,
agree
but
to send
seriously,
me
it's just
memes.
you know, when you stop and think about, you know, the society and the dating scene and the just respect and it's putting all this stuff aside. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's just sad. Is there hope? Is there hope that, you know, I do understand the people that get into the dating apps. Not all of them are there for hooking up or one night stands. There are people that go in there because
Like seriously looking for a relationship.
right, and you know, the app get a reputation that you only there for hooking up and one night stand, but there are people there that they choose to be in the app because they might live far or they don't go out much or they don't know a lot of people, and that's the only way that they have actually to meet people, you know. It's not that they do want to hook up and be disrespectful, not that for those who out there who like to hooking up, to like hanging out and talking.
More power to you. Do whatever
Yeah,
makes you
I
happy.
mean, if exactly do what makes you happy, but just be careful. There are, you know, it's crazy people out there. Lots of sexual transmitted diseases out there if you don't take care of yourself while having fun. And it's just pregnancy and all the stuff that you might not think while you're doing it, but it's stuff that you really need to think about
Yeah,
and
definitely.
be aware of. That's why my 14-year-old, we talk about all this stuff all the time because I don't want her to be surprised. Surprise!
Surprise! You have herpes.
Not okay.
I mean, it's plausible.
Yeah, it's just not okay. Not okay. You never know where the mouth of that beautiful man been. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Stop this conversation.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh my
just
God.
yeah. And not and it's stopping the sexual context and then talking about security. OMG. You never know the person you are talking with.
Yeah, if they're really legit or not.
Not even that. What if the guy is cray cray? Or the girl? And, you know, been talking for months, going out for months, and then one day you go visit them and you disappear from... It happens, people. It happened. All the way in Japan.
Oh my gosh.
So, it's just sad.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty terrifying. You know, makes me like
Crazy,
low key afraid to like make friends with people on the internet, which is like the only thing that I do because, you know, I'm online school and that's how I like branch out, meet friends and stuff. But you know, I don't know, just the connection. If you have a connection with somebody and it's pretty good, it's, you know, it's a good thing that maybe the internet is able to help us connect.
Well, that was it for today. Thank you so much, you guys, for listening. And if you have any comments, send us a little message on our website, confessionsofcoconuts.com. And we will be very happy to respond. And even if you want to suggest something,
Yeah,
we will
so if you want to suggest a topic, you know, we could look at it and be like, cool, good, cool topic. Maybe we should talk about it sometime.
Yeah. So, bye-bye for now.
Yeah, see you later.